If you look at Delaware, we're a pretty small state, and we had some major shifts in our economy. And really, there was a sense that our K-12 system hadn't kept up with all these transitions. And the fear was that we were going to disconnect completely from that workplace in the sense that we weren't going to have folks who were ready for the 21st century.
Work is changing dramatically. The skills that are required today are very different than they were just even 10 years ago. How do you take more than 100,000 kids and educate them to build their character, to build who they are, and even gain some skills along the way?
I'm a firm believer that schools are microcosms of the communities that they serve. So if we know that there are needs within our communities, how do we have and allocate the resources to be able to address that need?
We went to fire halls, and we went to libraries all up and down the state, and we talked to 4,000 people and basically asked them, what should a well-educated young person need to know and be able to do?
Career Pathways is an opportunity to expose students to mentoring and engage them in job shadow, but more importantly, giving them in-depth knowledge and curriculum within their 4 years of high school.
We know that these are the skills that employers are looking for.
We are connecting high school kids to the world of work.
And really it's going to change, I think, the communities that we serve.
As a district, we offer over 34 different career pathways that our high school students can engage and get involved in. One of our career pathways is the physical therapy.
I'm a senior at Conrad and I'm in the physical therapy pathway.
I've had a lot of hands-on experiences in our school. I've also had outside experience going to the clinics and just learning how a PT works and the clinic works.
We go so in depth with the things that we learn. When we get to college, we'll be prepared to be professional athletic trainers.
Albert Einstein says learning is an experience. So what is that experience? How are they actually engaged in that learning?
I was really next to a professional. I got to see what it was like, the environment.
If you're going to be working with an athlete, you have to have an understanding of how to communicate with that person, how to have empathy for what they do, or any patient to have empathy.
Last year we had a little lesson on how to handle talking to a patient.
You need to be able to handle tough situations for the athletes when they're injured, and this could be a season-ending injury. They're really upset about it. You need to know how to handle it, how to calm them down.
So the marriage of career pathways and social emotional supports is essential.
When we think about educating the whole child, that means their social and emotional development must be a key component to overall instruction. Together, we are learning from one another and sharing resources to support the creation of social and emotional learning competencies for self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making.
Relaxation techniques, breathing techniques, visualization.
So for our students who are going through that PT track right now, to be able to have the skill set to not only treat the injury, but treat the mind and treat the spirit of that athlete.
And the most remarkable thing is to see the change in the students. In a short amount of time, in sort of a number of weeks, they go through this transformation, they start feeling comfortable, they start asking questions, they're more confident, they're able to make some very important decisions about their lives going forward.
When I grow older, I do want to be an athletic trainer.
If it wasn't for the pathway here at Conrad, I would have been lost, but I felt like physical therapy really, really paved the pathway for me to go into that future career.
We've started with 27 students in one pathway 4 years ago, and now we've got over 12,000 students in 21 different pathways. And some folks who live in, say, Texas or California might say, well, Delaware, less than 1 million people, are the lessons here transferable to a much larger state? If this were a stage, we have all the same actors, just on a smaller stage. What's good for kids, and how do we design something that's going to be a long-standing vision that's going to sort of step out beyond each of our individual roles and do something that's going to be not only good for Delaware, but good for the country?
You have to feed the heart before you can feed the mind. And ensuring that they're grounded in who they are as a person, first and foremost, to be able to achieve their ultimate goals in life, to develop their whole child, which impacts the whole school and will result in a thriving community.